I wanted to follow up to this question. That how is a degree in sports management different from a regular MBA, a regular management degree? Like what is the key difference according to you?
The key difference is that it talk about sports.
Yeah, but
A management degree wouldn't tell you how to look after an athlete. Management degree
okay.
wouldn't tell you how to get sponsors whose values are aligned with sports industry. I cannot get out and get a tobacco sponsor or a alcohol sponsor, or what are the values in the sports industry. Also, it's a very different environment, as in the pressure is so high. You have to look after the mental health. You have to look after the physical health of the athletes. You are not just working for a company that's working on profits. You are working with the role models, the future shapers, people who other people look up to, people who young people follow. So there's heaps of things that are very sports specific.
Yeah. So Raghav was saying something.
So
Yeah.
you just talked about the values in sports, and so just following up to that, so you made a choice to work in Australia as a development officer in a football firm, but how do you think is Australia different from India when it comes to these same sporting values and sports management in general? What do you think is the difference?
I think India is very big right now with IPL and ISL, and a lot of foreign coaches are going there to earn big bucks.
Yeah.
But it does not necessarily reflect on how good the grassroots system is.
Okay.
I think the most important thing for me is that जब भी Independence Day आता है या फिर जब भी हमारा गणतंत्र दिवस आता है या जब भी स्वतंत्रता दिवस आता है, और आप अगर थोड़ा चेक करेंगे मेरे सोशल मीडिया वगैरह पे पर्सनली, तो मैं एक पोस्ट जरूर डालता हूँ यहाँ बच्चों को, या तो कोचिंग देते हुए या कुछ ना कुछ पॉलिसी फ्रेमवर्क, मैं किसी में भी काम कर रहा हूँ, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कर रहा हूँ करते हुए, और वो ये होता है कि आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि एक कदम अपनी मंजिल के पास हूँ, क्योंकि 2 साल पहले, 5 साल पहले, 8 साल पहले मैं देखता था कि इंडिया में जो भी बड़ी टीम्स होती थी उनके कोच सारे अंग्रेज होते थे। लेकिन आज पिछले 3 साल से जब मैं पोस्ट डालता हूँ तो पहले मैं अंग्रेजों की एक टीम को कोच किया लोकल लेवल पे, 2 साल बाद जब कोच किया तो अंग्रेजों की कोच को टीम किया थोड़े स्टेट लेवल पे, पिछले साल जब अंग्रेजों को कोच किया तब मैं इंटरनेशनल टीम कोच कर रहा था, अंग्रेजों की इंटरनेशनल कंपटीशन के लिए लेके गया था। So what it says is, I'm not trying to be cocky here, or maybe I am a little bit, but the thing is, we have the skill set. We can do it, right? And now we are doing it, and we are doing it. So what are we lacking? If I can do it, why not others? You know, and I know a couple of more people, and I've been in touch with a lot of Indian, fellow Indian countrymen. They are doing well now, but I pride myself in being one of the first in going into this industry overseas, and I'm more than welcome, and I'll be very happy to help out anyone and everyone who wants to take the same path. And what I've seen personally, so this was from more management level, but I'll talk from a playing level, and then why the management level is different in India and Australia. Like, no doubt India has big bucks, people are going there, but that's the only reason people are going there. People are not going there to improve their skills. Coaches are not going to India to improve their coaching skills. They're going to take money off Reliance or whoever is hosting these big tournaments. Matthew Haddon or any other big cricketer or big footballer is not going to India to improve their game level. They're not going there to learn from fellow players or the Indian football system. They're going there to get more money. And this is the only thing that is motivating everyone to go to India. And sadly, money is not my motivation. And that's the only reason I'm so hesitant to move back to India, because my values and my ethics are given importance. So I was saying that's the thing. I have seen a lot of Indian players having, or Indian and Asian country players in Australia having fantastic individual skills. They can dribble past 5 people. They can dribble past 6 people. They can even score a goal after that. No complaints there. But the thing is, they won't succeed in life because it's a team game. And even if it's, that's why we get so little medals in Olympics and Commonwealth and all that, but that's an entire different story. If you ask your dad or mom or anyone in your family and say, even on a working day when they are busy, and you say, oh yaar मेरे को tuition जाना है, can you please drop me, they'll do so happily. They'll do so happily. लेकिन अगर weekend है, कुछ भी काम नहीं है घर में, सब कुछ फ्री, और आप बोलो पापा मेरे को क्रिकेट खेलने जाना है, आप वहां तक ड्रॉप कर दोगे क्या? आपको पता नहीं चप्पल 50 की स्पीड में आएगी या 60 की स्पीड में आएगी, right? But on the opposite hand, in this country, यहाँ पे parents put efforts. हर weekend पे they'll take their kids out for sports, and सुबह से शाम तक they'll distribute all their duties. So let's say every team, we have a team of 11 players. At least 5 parents on 1 week. One of them will pick up everyone, all the other kids, and take them to the venue.
Okay.
जिनके पास lift नहीं है. Some other parent will cut oranges and bananas for half time. Half time पे उनकी ये duty है कि सारे oranges and banana लेके आए. One parent would be a team manager. वो team sheet भरेंगे and professional चीजें जो भी होती हैं वो सारी put in करेंगे. It's all volunteer work. Okay, they're not getting paid.
Right.
It's all volunteer so that everyone can improve. So the takeaway point here is it needs to be embedded in your culture. जैसे पढ़ाई हमारी नसों में बह गई है ना, वैसे खून जब तक नसों में नहीं बहेगा ना, खेल खून में और नसों में नहीं बहेगा, जब तक मतलब नहीं, कुछ रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा. जब तक हर वीकेंड पे हर पेरेंट अपने बच्चे को उठा के ये नहीं बोलेगा बता आज तेरे किस किस से गेम है, अपने लोकल क्लब को सपोर्ट नहीं करोगे, आप पास में जाके अपना जो लोकल बिजनेस है जो फुटबॉल का उसको सपोर्ट नहीं करोगे, it's not going to change. And people talk about अगले 5 साल में इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप खेलेगी. Come on man, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be fucking blind to say that, and you have to be fucking dumb to even say that India 10 साल में वर्ल्ड कप खेलेगा. The only reason India can play in वर्ल्ड कप in 10 years is अगर 32 से हटा, मतलब 8-10 से हटा के 32 टीमें कर दी जाएं और इंडिया अगेन throws out money and says we'll host World Cup, जैसे इन्होंने under 17 में किया. They can play, or we can play, I should say. But the thing is, you can attract things with money, but you cannot build a sustainable and a performing culture and system with money. So yeah, for that you need people. You need to change mindsets, and it can't happen in 5 years. It can't happen in 10 years. It can't happen in 20 years. My age, our generation is changing a few things. So we should aim for probably about 50 to 75 years जब culture change होगा. Okay, India is still very young, still very manipulated from the from the history. So it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time, and the sooner we accept that, the better it is. And it's a gradual process.
Yeah, that is the harsh reality, and yeah.
But I also see
that is, and the first thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I also see a chicken and egg problem here, because you are saying that the problem is with the motivation. It's not there. But the reason for the motivation not being there in parents or say the older generation is because of the fact that it's still a risky profession, right? I mean, they encourage you to go to tuitions because they know that it might bore them some fruit, in a sense that they will the child would get a job or something like that. It's a secure field. But football itself at this moment is not that safe a field. So
Actually,
don't you think that the lack of this motivation is due to the fact that there is a money problem, that currently there is less money?
Just to add on what he actually mentioned right now, because I was having a conversation with a couple of my friends, and we all are coming from the engineering background, and the education कहीं ऐसा नहीं, obviously उसी umbrella में रहे हैं, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं अपनी समझ से चीजें सीखी है. So offbeat careers जितने भी हैं, and I'm also counting career in sports because that is being considered as offbeat, because you usually don't think कि swimming, because इतने सारे sports हैं और लोग कहीं ना कहीं motivation जो है वो गलत सेंस में आ रहा है स्पोर्ट्स को ज्वाइन करने का. तो लोगों को ऐसा लगने लगा है कि अगर मैं कोई भी ऐसा रेडिकल अपना माहौल बना के एक ऑफबीट करियर चूज करता हूं, तो आई हैव टू सक्सीड इन इट टू प्रूव इट टू द सोसाइटी कि नहीं, ये चॉइस मेरी ठीक थी. क्योंकि बिकॉज पीपल डोंट लुक एट द प्रोसेस, दे ऑलरेडी आर लुकिंग एट दैट द एंड रिजल्ट. And like, if you think, in my head, it's more on the process, because if you are taking a step one towards what you actually love doing and want to become, and give back to the society, that actually, kind of builds up for your, success यार कि ठीक है एक attempt देना उधर तक के लिए भी. Because even yesterday when we were preparing for the interview and we had this discussion कि अब पता नहीं अचानक से रणजी खेलने का मोटिवेशन ये हो गया है कि सरकारी नौकरी मिल जाएगी, rather than to get into the sports, make it big there, and kind of like कि वो एक पैशन जो है वो मेरे हिसाब से बीच में झूल रहा है, वो नेसेसिटीज मीट करना और मेकिंग इट बिग इन द.
I mean, the question here is that how do you get that motivation if the money is not there? Because a lot of people also have to sustain themselves. That is the thing. So
look, I would probably say, if you are doing it for money, don't do it.
Okay.
There is no guarantee you will earn money. There's no guarantee you will earn money. I am actually releasing a podcast with Robert Sherman, who is a very expert football consultant. He has coached the likes of Gareth Bale and everyone from Real Madrid and all those clubs. He was the coach of England women's national team, and they won the bronze medal in London Olympics. So, and I'm going to talk about all these things in that podcast. So, I won't repeat everything because otherwise people won't go and listen to it.
But yeah, definitely we will add that link.
So we talk about some statistics over there, that how many people actually make as professional footballers out of how many play. But my point would be, coming back to your question, my point would be, look, it's good that the government is giving land and security and job security to all them who have reached to a certain point of achievements, and which is good. Look, you've answered your own question, that how do you get the security? Bloody Ranji is not hard, man. Yep. So Ranji is domestic cricket, highest level of domestic cricket, and that's the least you can aim for. And once you get to that point, you have the job security, and now you have to find your sustained. Yep. So the last thing I would like to say is that, talking about job security, or if you can make it to the next level, sports industry, as I said, is a very big industry now. So there's a place for everyone. Regardless of your skill set, your passion, your hard work, there's a place for everyone. And it's pretty much evident with such big leagues like IPL, ISL, sports is only going to get bigger.
Could you just repeat the last line, because
we lost you in the middle.
Okay, so I was just saying that, now nothing is guaranteed, not even the IAS jobs or engineering jobs or anything is not guaranteed, but anticipation is something that we can rely on. And with all these professional leagues coming into the scenario, IPL, ISL, Pro Badminton, Pro Kabaddi League, we can only anticipate the sport is going to get bigger and bigger in next coming years. So I think that is enough motivation. If I was again in a professional scenario, that would have been a perfect motivation for me to achieve my dream, whether I'm a doctor trying to work in sports industry, whether I'm an engineer trying to work in the sports scientist industry, or sports equipment design, or whether I'm a professional player trying to become a professional player on a higher level.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's great, so like now we are in the last segment. So you did mention about the motivation and building up that culture, and like conversing you before this interview, we got to know that you have started with one organization yourself, the sports management and talent management organization, right? Inspirar in India. So I would like to know more about it, but like swaying away from the topic, I definitely would like to add one thing, and I'm very thankful to you that you have started it, because you are that one person like who have made me realize that in this digital age, in this 21st century, you can be anywhere in this planet, residing anywhere, and you can still contribute and make a difference with the development of your society, of your game, to any other place. And that is really great, man. Like it's something which I am getting inspired by, and I'm not saying because we are here. This is genuinely, I mean, because I am that kind of a person who gets driven by these things. कि यार मतलब people are doing something, not in the awe of कि कुछ मिलेगा वापस. It's just giving back to the society कि यार, you know, I'm learning, I'm growing. So let's start giving back to the society. So yeah, just tell us a bit about Inspirar and, you know.
Yeah, well, I won't take a lot of time in telling about my
Mm,
company, because obviously it's a private business, but
yeah.
we would still say that upfront that it's a business. So the business is community oriented. All the prices are very marginal. We have kept it as low as possible to make sure that the benefit is maximum in the starting years for the consumers and to be able to contribute something in the society. But I'll tell you what, and it's sad reality, and it's not something that I'm surprised from, and I'm still expecting a lot of this chunk to happen. Is that we bring athletes on board, we tell them these are the benefits when you come on board. You know, we'll get you sponsors, we will look after making a brand for you, we'll do XYZ things, you know, help you make connections and whatnot. And everyone is just very happy, they want to become the best player in the world. And okay, so I was saying that you know, the sad reality is, even if you tell them, doesn't matter what the price is, I won't reveal the prices just yet, but very
Mm,
basic, very minimum that you do, that people spend on watching a movie. Okay, on a weekend, they would spend
yeah.
that much money on watching a movie. Just, and if they go with family, they'll spend 4 times of what we ask monthly to do it. Yeah, so
Monthly.
that's the thing. They won't pay anything. They just want to take and take and take, and which is the sad reality. And I guess I've been there in that playing years where you are just, oh no, you know what? साला आज वहाँ जाके काम कर रहा है, कंपनी खोल ली तो he's a bit लालची, हमसे पैसे मांग रहा है. Well, guess what, guys? मेरे से तुम निकल के चले जाओगे, but when you enter in the professional world, you have to have a good team
You know,
around you. You need
it's
to
like,
learn your
yeah, huh.
finances. You have to save
I
up
think
bloody
it's a
some amount to help
basic
yourself.
thing. It's a
No,
basic
no,
thing.
no. They
And
won't.
actually, we don't have, I think, many years to hear us. I don't know how many people will watch it, but it's a request, guys. यार थोड़ा समझो, practically चीजों को approach करो और मतलब
They
एक
they won't.
give and take relationship
They,
होना चाहिए ना, ऐसा
they,
थोड़ी
they
है कि
won't.
हमें
And
मिल
guess
जाए
what?
सब कुछ.
No, 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 no. They won't, man. They won't. And yeah. So I
Hmm.
was saying that there's no there's no need to request anyone, and we don't need to. We have done our bit. You know, whatever resources we have started the business. If they want to take good services, they can come. They can come, and we'll treat them as kings. We look after them. If they don't, good luck. Good luck to them, and
Yeah, yeah,
well,
I hope this thing
they can work.
changes and, you know, improves.
It'll take
And
time, Rishabh. It'll take time. It can't happen overnight. It can't happen in 10
yeah,
years' time.
for
Sports
sure.
needs to be in your culture. You know, so aiming for 75 years old, I'll be fucking dead by then. But I hope I'll see significant changes.
Yeah, if the theory is right that you become a star and you can watch everything which is happening on planet after your death, then maybe you can witness India playing FIFA World Cup
I'll fucking haunt everyone.
2090.
I'm a person who likes to get his hands dirty, so I'll be haunting everyone.
Yeah, I do know
So that's the
that.
thing.
Yeah, but
So
but
yeah,
I think change is an ongoing process. You can't fully achieve
It
it,
is.
but you can
Yep.
see it happening over the years. Like at this point that you are at, to be able to even think of something, starting your own company from Australia, helping the Indian society get better at sports, it is definitely a step ahead of what could have been done like years back, right? So you have
yeah, that is
definitely
very commendable.
taken a
Hmm.
step forward. एंड
Big step.
मतलब ये तो बड़े बड़े आई थिंक पोएट्स वगैरह ने भी बोला है कि आपके जीते जी अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि चेंज आएगा तो वो तो नहीं होने वाला. मतलब चेंज को आने में तो टाइम लगता
So
ही है एंड यू कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट चेंज.
Yep.
इसीलिए तो हॉन्ट है,
I mean,
हिस्ट्री में रहेंगे और प्रेजेंट में
what
हॉन्ट करेंगे.
what I'm trying to say is I will sow the seeds of
या
trees, but I won't be able to sit under its shade. So
Sit under the
we won't sit in
under
its
the
shade. It's for
shadow of
future
trees and
generations.
enjoying those fruits.
That will be our future
Uh,
generations. That will
yeah,
be our future
या
generations.
I think
But we
that's
will sow the
like
seeds.
what heroes do.
या
Ah, I love to be a villain. So let's flip it.
but you have definitely like led a foundation, so to say, and
Yeah,
probably
that is
years
really
later we
great.
will
Yeah.
see the result of it We will see
Well,
that.
hopefully, but as I said, it's I think I've only taken 2 steps of million-mile journey. So it's going to be a very, very long journey. It's
Yeah,
only start for all of us. We
yeah,
have got
true.
the youth on our side, so we can do a few things. We still have a few years.
Yeah, that is really great. And anything to add on, Raghav? I think we have
I think it's a good note. Like
it's
we can end it on a high now because
high now.
on a positive note.
And it's a good thing. It's a good conversation we had with you. Thank you very much, Sarthak, for coming and taking out time
Yeah,
from
it was
your
very insightful.
schedule
Yeah,
and things. And it was like genuinely one of those conversations which, like, kind of I had fun having, and it was not because I have to do it. It was because I was loving doing it. So yeah, and I believe आप सबको ऐसा लगा होगा.
yeah.
I
बिल्कुल लगा
think close.
और एडिटिंग के लिए आपको जो है वेरी गुड लक और आने वाले चुनाव में कालीन भैया को जिताएं मिर्जापुर में
बिल्कुल.
ऑलराइट चलो गाइस टेक केयर
चलिए,
बाय बाय
thank you very much.
Thank you.
नो वरीज वेलकम
Thank you guys for watching this, and I
Thank you.
believe you
Thanks a
have
lot
gained
for joining us.
something out of this.
Yeah.
So